After nearly a dozen entries into the DC Extended Universe at this point, the franchise has certainly had its fair share of battle royales. In fact, every movie even has multiple smaller fights. Each epic climactic battle isn't even arguably the best fight in its movie. However, there are 10 fights that stand out above the rest under scrutiny. Number 10. Batman vs. Superman. While the matchup of Batman vs. Superman in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice does have the potential to be something extraordinary, this fight just can't quite measure up to the other battles on this list. However, that's not to say that this isn't an excellent fight. The choreography and performances are both impressive. In this battle, the audience sees Lex Luthor reveal that he has purposefully turned Superman and Batman against each other. He wants them to kill one another, and he almost succeeds. It's awesome to see Superman and Batman fight against one another, but it would have had more emotional weight had this moment come later in the franchise. Number 9. The Suicide Squad vs. Enchantress. The DCEU's first attempt at introducing the Suicide Squad wasn't largely well received, but Suicide Squad does deliver a dynamic battle sequence. In the climax of the film, the possessed Enchantress has been cursed, so the Suicide Squad must fight against her. They don't fully want to kill her exactly, but she needs to be stopped, and she is certainly fighting to kill them, so she may have to die by necessity. By the time the Suicide Squad needs to fight Enchantress, the remaining members almost fail. However, the Suicide Squad work together to cut out and crush the Enchantress' heart. In doing so, they save both Dr. June Moon and Amanda Waller. This fight is a great team sequence, but is arguably one of the lesser team battles in the DCEU. Number 8. Superman vs. General Zod. The DCEU kicked off with Man of Steel, which made the film's climactic battle sequence something of a shock to audiences. One of the heaviest moments Clark Kent ever had to grapple with, and one of his hardest decisions, is killing General Zod, but only when it became absolutely necessary. Choosing to use this plotline in the DCEU's first movie, and Superman's first entry into the DCEU, was certainly an unexpected choice. However, like the battle between Batman and Superman in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, this fight has excellent choreography, even if it doesn't quite have the emotional weight yet. Superman's devastation is heavily felt at the end of the fight, without a doubt. Number 7. Aquaman vs. Ocean Master. An interesting addition to the DCEU is underwater fight choreography. By necessity, of course, introducing Aquaman to the DCEU has required some fights to include a great deal of water. While Batman swings through the air and Superman flies above the atmosphere, Aquaman typically keeps at least 1 foot firmly in the ocean. In Aquaman, Arthur Curry needs to fight ORM, his half-brother, also known as the Ocean Master. Aquaman has only just received his trident when this battle begins, which is part of what makes the fight so great. This is a well-acted and dynamic throwdown, and the water effects make it all the more interesting. Seeing Aquaman and Mera fight, too, is exciting for audiences who have been asking for a cool Aquaman on the silver screen for some time now. Number 6. Number 5. The Justice League vs. Steppenwolf: Justice League. The unfortunate realities of what Justice League ended up as aside, the battle between the Justice League and Steppenwolf was thrilling to watch. The fight choreography is impressive even if the camera work leaves a bit to be desired. When Steppenwolf obtains the last Mother Box, there are only 5 Justice League members assembled to stop him: Wonder Woman, Batman, The Flash, Aquaman, and Cyborg. Superman arrives during the battle and assists the team in defeating Steppenwolf. It's hard to beat the sheer thrill of seeing the Justice League fight together for the first time, though this excitement is tempered by the fact that the Green Lantern and the Martian Manhunter aren't in attendance. Number 4. The Trinity vs. Doomsday: Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. The first real Justice League team-up didn't come in Justice League, but earlier in the DCU, in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. After Batman and Superman come to an understanding following their battle against one another earlier in the film, they need to team up against a bigger bad guy. Lex Luthor, upon realizing that Batman and Superman won't kill each other, decides to unleash Doomsday upon them to kill them both for him. However, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman team up together and fight Doomsday. Together, they're able to kill Doomsday, but Doomsday kills Clark Kent in the process. This battle has both excellent choreography and emotional weight, albeit not exceedingly well executed throughout. Number 3. The Shazamily vs. Dr. Sivana, Shazam. The underdog of the DCU as it stands presently is Shazam, also known as Billy Batson. Shazam has a few smaller battles in the movie Shazam before the film's epic fight sequence. However, this fight isn't just the movie's best because it takes place in the climax. This fight is the movie's best and one of the best in the DCU because of the emotional impact of this final battle. In this last fight, Billy Batson realizes he's not alone anymore, and that he finally has a new family. His foster siblings are kidnapped by Dr. Sivana, but when Billy chooses to share his powers with him, they become the super powerful Shazam family, or Shazamily. The kids all teaming up and fighting together makes this fight between the Shazamily and Dr. Sivana not only great to watch, but emotionally powerful simultaneously. Number 2. The Birds of Prey vs. Black Mask. Harley Quinn got a second chance in the DCU in Birds of Prey, and it's a good thing she did. The fight that takes place between the Black Mask and the Birds of Prey featuring Harley Quinn is arguably one of the greatest in all of the DCU. The Birds of Prey need to stop the movie's villain, Black Mask, and do so in an epic, dynamic, and, most of all, exhilarating sequence. Harley Quinn on roller skates chases after Black Mask to start the fight. In the final battle, the Birds of Prey work together to destroy Black Mask once and for all. The fight is emotionally satisfying, incredible to watch, and just an overall excellent and well-done fight. Number 1. Wonder Woman vs. General Ludendorff. The best fight in all of the DC Extended Universe takes place in Wonder Woman, but it is not the film's climactic battle. At the movie's climax, Wonder Woman takes on Ares in disguise as a man named Sir Patrick Morgan. However, Wonder Woman fights General Eric Ludendorff right before she fights Ares because she thinks Ludendorff is Ares. Ludendorff is a villain in his own right even if he isn't Ares, as he has consumed a special elixir made to enhance his abilities, created by Dr. Poison. The two of them fight and Diana kills Ludendorff, thinking the world would be saved, only to realize this can never happen. This is to date the best fight in the DCU, and will be a tough sequence to beat moving forward.